Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this wonderful English session. I am Emily, a certified English teacher, and I am here to offer you something truly special today. To speak good English, you need words that are really useful, words that real people use every day. I will be sharing 15 words that are must-knows in your English vocabulary if you want to sound amazing. So, knowing these words and being able to comfortably use them will bring confidence to your speaking. Others will actually notice how well you are speaking. These words are not merely serial vocabulary. They possess power and are used in everyday conversations and by those who really speak English. So join me as we cover these words, understand their meanings, and do a few practice. His words will surely make him cool in the English-speaking world. Let's begin with rosy. You might begin to think that rosy just means pink, rosy cheeks, rosy lips. However, in English, rosy often describes a situation that looks very hopeful, positive, or successful. If you hear someone say, "The future looks rosy," it means that things are looking good and promising. It is as though that there is a bright and exciting chance for success. You may say, "Our financial condition is rosy," meaning the money situation is better or hopeful. Or, "The prospect of signing this deal seems rosy," meaning signing will most likely be a success. Rosy is a very positive word full of hope. Therefore, you can use it to describe anything that feels bright and hopeful. Contemplate is next. This great word means to think very deeply about something. When you contemplate something, you do not casually think about it. Instead, you consciously spend time thinking about an issue or decision from all angles. For example, before making a major decision, you might say, "I need to contemplate all the options carefully," or "She contemplates her future very often," meaning she thinks deeply about what might happen in her life. Whether you are unsure and want to weigh everything in your mind, contemplate is useful. It shows thoughtfulness and care. The third word is delusion. That is a serious and interesting word. A delusion is always believing in something that is not true, even when you have proof that is contrary to it. For example, if a man strongly believes in an impending promotion, very low chances being there really, so others performing better, and contrary to these facts, he continues believing he will get promoted. That is delusion. That seems to be living in fantasy or refusing to accept the reality. You can add, "He is living under a delusion," implying he is mistaken or not seeing things as they really are. Delusions occur either when people are excessively hopeful or unwilling to face the truth. Our fourth word is blemish. A blemish is a small mark or spot that spoils the appearance of something. You might hear it used for skin, clothes, or even situations. For example, there was no blemish on her beautiful white dress, meaning that dress was perfect without any spots or stains. But blemish might also be used for describing things that are wrong with a situation, like saying, "The delay was a blemish on the entire event," meaning the delay spoiled the good experience. So blemish is a great word to talk about small flaws or marks that spoil perfection. The fifth word is fiasco. Fiasco means complete failure or disaster. It is used when anything goes terribly wrong. Plans or events are usually subjected to the term. One example is, "The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco," meaning the meeting was a full-blown failure since nothing was decided or there was confusion. Another example. The party turned into a fiasco when two people began to argue. A fiasco is describing a situation which went from bad to complete failure. Useful in describing life or work mess-ups or failures. The sixth word is root. Most of us know root as the part of a plant that grows underground, and in English, in conversations, root can also mean the cause or origin of something, especially a problem. For instance, if a project is delayed, one might say, "We need to find the root cause of the delay." This means whichever person is saying this wants to know the petty reason why the delay happened. Another example would be, the root of their argument was a misunderstanding. Root helps you discuss the beginning or source of an issue or situation. The seventh word is exaggerate. To exaggerate is to make a thing appear larger, better, or more important than it really is. For example, someone might recount a story of a party and make it seem as if it had been the best ever party, whereas really, it was an ordinary party. You may say, "Don't exaggerate the situation," implying that the person should not make the situation seem worse or better than it truly is. Sometimes people exaggerate to impress others or to make a story more riveting. So fostering honesty is important. The eighth word is euphoria. Euphoria is the feel of extreme happiness or excitement. You may experience euphoria after winning a game, scoring a really good result, or making your dream come true. For example, the team felt euphoria after winning the championship. Implies that the team members had extreme happiness and excitement. Or, she was in euphoria after getting admission to her dream college. Euphoria is a very strong feeling. It will make you feel like walking on sunshine. The ninth is a bit less familiar, but very useful. The word describes feeling futile. This means useless or wasted, especially when efforts or actions don't succeed or have no result. For example, all her efforts were futile because it rained on the day of the project, meaning her hard work went to waste. Otherwise, you could say, if you don't submit your assignment on time, it will become futile, implying it will be useless or thrown out. Futile is a great word for any wasted effort. The 10th word is inevitable. That means something which is bound to happen and could in no way be avoided. For example, the appointment of the new CEO was inevitable, means it must have taken place regardless of what anyone thought. Another example could be, working overtime was inevitable if we want to finish the project, meaning there was truly no way out of putting in those extra hours. Pretty practical word to use when referring to inevitability. Number 11 is charisma. Charisma is the magical power some people have, which makes everyone attracted to them and willing to follow them. For example, she has great charisma when she speaks, meaning that she can easily influence and inspire people. Great leaders and famous personalities are often charismatics because they attract people naturally. If one says he is charismatic, that means he has that special charm or appeal. Word number 12, lure. To lure someone is to attract or tempt someone to do something by presenting him with an appealing offer. For example, the company launched a campaign to lure new customers, means that the company tried attracting customers by giving them some offers or ads. Or, she was lured into accepting the job because of the high salary. Lure is often used when there is some kind of attraction or temptation. Next word, wary. Wary means being cautious or suspicious about something or someone. For example, she was wary of traveling alone at night, means she was careful not to trust the situation fully. Or, be wary of strangers who offer you gifts, serves as a warning to be careful. Being wary means that you think carefully before trusting or acting. Number 14 is vibrant. Vibrant means full of life, energy, and bright colors. The garden was full of vibrant flowers. It means flowers really bright and pretty. Or she has a vibrant personality, means she is lively and full of energy. Vibrant is a very positive word to describe things or people brimming with excitement and color. Then, the 15th word is enigmatic. Enigmatic means something mysterious or difficult to comprehend. An enigmatic person or object is one that is concealed in a shadow of mystery that provokes people's curiosity. For example, he has an enigmatic smile, means his smile is mysterious and hard to read. Or, the story was full of enigmatic characters, means the characters were puzzling or mysterious. Enigmatic is a good word to use to refer to mysteries or people who don't show everything. Now that you have learned 15 words, it is very important to practice using them. Try making 2 sentences per word. Either write these sentences down or say them aloud. The more you use the words, the more you will remember them, and the easier it becomes to use them in real conversations. Remember, just learning words is not enough. You have to understand their meaning, observe their use in sentences, and then practice them yourself. After doing so, your English will become fluent, natural, and superb. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never cease learning. If you found this lesson helpful, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the lesson with your friends who want to improve their English too. I will see you in the next lesson with more useful words and tips. Until then, take care and happy learning.